another case of ulo-ulo lang. Gibo Teodoro, sorry, no. Solicitor General Maynardo Guevara said in the in an interview that if ICC wants to conduct an investigation here in the Philippines, okay, there is no law, there's nothing in our laws, in our constitution that will stop them from doing so. Ang pagpunta daw ng mga ICC investigators dito sa Pilipinas, kung sakaling gusto nilang pumunta sa Pilipinas to investigate, would depend on the assessment of the Bureau of Immigration. Basically, sinasabi niya na travel documents na lang ang usapan dito. Kung may passport silang maayos, ganyan, edi okay na.
Ulo-ulo lang.
Another case of ulo-ulo lang. So
okay.
the statement was they can come over, they can investigate here, but the Philippines will not cooperate. Ayan.
Well, actually, yung stand kasi nila is iwas kasi to eh. Iwas, play safe. Gets mo? Why is it play safe? Una, hindi sila 100% nagbibigay ng karapatan sa ICC. Okay, pumunta ka dito, nag-imbestiga ka, whatever, ganon. So, this is namamangka ka sa dalawang ilog. Nag-gets mo? So ngayon, kung ano man yung maging findings ng ICC, bahala kayo dyan. Diba? Pero at the same time, napapabango ka sa international community, sa Western countries, na, pinayagan namin sila na pumunta dito at mag-investigate. Nagigets mo? Nagigets mo yung eksena? Pero the thing is, nasa harapan ka ba ng computer mo, Joey? Download the 1987 Constitution. Okay. Puntahan mo. Okay? So, kasi lahat ng gagawin ng ICC can still be challenged sa Supreme Court. Okay. Why? Go to Article 8.
Ayun, teka lang. Matagal mag-load.
Article 8 of the Constitution.
Ano ba ito? Tagal naman ito. Wait lang.
Diba? Matagal na mo mag-load. Naku, inaano ka ni Jonathan. Jonathan, pagbigyan mo na
Minomonitor ako ni Jonathan Malaya. Ano ba yan? Asan ba yung consti ko dito?
Diba?
Sabi naman ito official gazette. Ano ba naman yan? Ano ba yung server nyo?
Punta ka na lang sa ibang source. Diba? So, punta ka sa Constitution. Constitution.
Ito na. Judicial Department. Okay, Article 8. Okay, we're here. Cosmological Woman of the Universe.
Okay, basahin mo ang Section 1 ng Article 8. Just the first sentence. Section 1, Article 8. Okay.
The judicial power shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such lower courts as may be established by law.
Okay. So, Tagalogin natin yan, no? Biological woman. Kanino, according to the Philippine Constitution, na kanino ang judicial power?
Supreme Court and in such lower courts as may be established by law.
Okay. Tagalogin mo nga, na kanino ang judicial power?
Ay nasa Korte Suprema at sa mga korte na nakapababa na itinalaga ng batas.
Okay. Okay. Ang ICC ay isang korte, correct? Okay. So, ang ICC ba ay lower or higher sa Supreme Court kung in-establish ito ng batas?
Hindi naman siya in-establish ng ating batas.
But ang argument kasi nila, it was established because international law becomes part of the law of the land. Oo.
Yun yung sinasabi nila.
So, anong klaseng korte lang ang pwedeng established by law?
Lower courts.
Okay.
As may be established
because
by law.
Yes, because ang iisa lang ang
ating
diba? Ano nakalagay diyan? Nakalagay diyan section 1.
One Supreme Court.
Because
One Supreme Court. Ang ating Korte Suprema.
One Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
Ang iisa lang ang Korte Suprema. So yan ang fundamental question, no? So pwede nilang papasukin, gawin, pero kasi nga so na-establish na natin ang ICC ay hindi higher than the Supreme Court. Correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, ngayon punta ka sa section 5.
Section 5. The Supreme Court shall have the following powers.
Basahin mo yung number 2.
Okay, number 2. Review, revise, reverse, modify, or affirm on appeal or certiorari as the law or the rules of court may provide. Final judgments and orders of lower courts in all cases in which the constitutionality or validity,
Basahin mo yung D.
Lahat?
D. Yung D.
All criminal cases in which the penalty imposed is reclusion perpetua or higher.
Okay, ang crimes of against humanity, ano ang kanyang punishment? Reclusion perpetua.
Okay.
Diba?
So meaning reviewable by?
Actually, lahat. Diba? Lahat. Diba? Ano yung sinabi sa Ano yung sinabi sa section section 5 2. Diba? Review, revise, modify, or affirm. Lahat ng orders of lower courts, diba? Lower courts. Lahat. No? Lahat ng final judgments ng lower court. So, ang ICC, is it a court lower or higher than the Supreme Court?
It's not part of the structure. Diba? It's not part of the structure. How can we say it's above or lower? It's not part of the structure. Diba?
Hindi, sabihin na natin, assuming for the sake of argument that it is a court established by law, is it a court higher or lower than the Supreme Court?
How can we answer it? It's not part of, diba? Saan mo siya ilalagay? Saan mo siya ipupwesto?
Hindi sabihin na nga natin, diba? Basahin mo yung section 1. Basahin mo yung section 1.
One Supreme Court.
And in such lower courts as may be established by law.
Established by law. So, nasa lower court siya.
So, ngayon,
kung in-establish siya by law.
Hello, Joey.
Go.
So, ngayon, ang sabi nila, ang ICC kasi ang ICC treaty ay parte ng ating batas. So, ang ICC ay isang korte. So, therefore, it's a law, it's a court established by law. Yan ang argument, di ba? Yan ang
so,
argument.
lower siya.
Ngayon, ano nakalagay sa constitution natin?
One Supreme Court in such lower court as may be established by law. So, if it is established by law by virtue of being international treaty being adopted as part of the law of the land, it is lower court.
Exactly.
Kasi you only have one Supreme Court eh.
So ngayon ang ICC, ang mga kaso sa ICC, na-appeal ba to sa Supreme Court natin?
No!
So ngayon, kung ang kasong nakasamba sa ICC ay hindi ma-appeal sa Supreme Court natin, Anong nagbigay
Saan mo
sa
siya
ICC
lalagay?
ng karapatan ng ganon sa Constitution natin?
Aha.
Correct?
Mm,
So ngayon,
mm,
ang ICC, pwede lang siyang maging higher than our Supreme Court kung ating Constitution ay aamyendahan. Correct?
correct. Mm, mm,
Okay, punta tayo sa rules of amending the Constitution.
mhm.
Puntahan mo yan, Joey.
Sa
Asa
ano
na ba
yan?
yan?
Sa other provisions.
Okay, amending the
Ah,
Constitution.
ang tawag dito? Ah,
Article 17.
17. Amendment and revision. Ayan.
Okay, basahin mo yung
So,
section 1.
any amendment to or revision of this Constitution may be proposed by the Congress upon a vote of 3/4 of all its members or a constitutional convention.
Okay. Ngayon, ang amendment, di ba, is still subject to section 4. Basahin mo yung section 4.
An amendment or revision of this Constitution under section 1 shall be valid when ratified by a majority of votes cast in a plebiscite, which shall be held
Okay.
not earlier than 60 days or not later than 19, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So, ngayon, ang ICC, paano ngayon itong naging korte according to our Constitution? Na merong judicial power sa Pilipinas. Paano? Sabi nila is because the international treaty becomes part of the law of the land. Pero, according to the Constitution, judicial power can only be given to one Supreme Court. And lower courts established by law. So kung ang ICC ay court established by law, it can only be a
lower court.
So ngayon, kaya nga, ito kasi ang dami
So, it's really so impractical to nagde-delay kami ni Sas.
Oo.
Hello.
Yes, go.
Okay, ayan. Nade-delay yung ating live via satellite, nade-delay yung feed. So, it's very impractical. There is no practical way to adopt that kind of thinking na they can investigate because it's an international treaty, therefore it's part of the law of the land. It is on shaky grounds, 'di ba? Hindi talaga
kasi nga dapat i-resolve muna siya. Yeah, sure, there is a treaty, but the problem is hindi pa nare-resolve ang fundamental question. Nasaan ang ICC sa system ng judicial system ng Pilipinas?
How can you practically locate ICC as part of our judicial structure, diba?
Yes,
impossible. You cannot, it's really outside the system. It's not there.
Napakalinaw ng Article 8, Section 1. The judicial power shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such lower courts as may be established by law. Dalawa lang ang may judicial power. One Supreme Court at lower courts na may be established by law. Nasaan yung ICC doon? You have to locate first No, that's the fundamental question. Ito yung sinasabi nila, paano ang human rights? Bex, walang pumipigil sa inyong mag-file ng human rights case against Duterte using our judicial department. Kayo lang ang may ayaw. So, paano yun? Hindi po pwede yun. Again, sabi ko nga, aakyat to sa Korte Suprema. Kaya nga dehado sila dito. Talagang may transcendental question na sasagutin ng ating Suprema. Because, binibigyan ko na nga kayo ng clue yung mga pro-ICC You have to resolve the fundamental question. Nasaan ang ICC sa ating judicial system according to our Constitution? Okay? Dahil kung hindi nyo malocate yan, kung hindi nyo malocate yan, ang ICC, sa ating judicial
Sorry.
system according to our constitution,
Hindi siya kasali!
hindi siya kasali. As simple as that. Diba? Halimbawa, ganito, Joey, pwede ba na magkaroon ako ng international treaty, na magtatayo ako ng korte? Meron ba ganung provision sa ating constitution?
None.
None. Diba? Halimbawa, ito hindi naintindihan ng mga tao no? So meron tayong mga arbitration, di ba? Halimbawa, yung arbitration ng isang company sa Pilipinas, magsasampa sila sa ICSID, for example. Is it automatically enforceable in the Philippines? Yung decision ng ICSID. No. Kaya nga china-challenge pa yan. Kasi, you would have to still, manalo ka man sa ICSID, no? Ito yung investment, pwede pa yan i-challenge kasi i-enforce mo siya sa Pilipinas.
Sa Pilipinas.
And questions of law in the Philippines is resolved by whom?
The Philippine courts.
Philippine courts. Gets mo? Kaya nga itong kaso, pakinig kayo itong sa Sultanate of Sulu versus Malaysia. Di ba nahihirapan pa silang i-enforce yan sa iba't ibang bansa sa Europe? Bakit? Kasi it still has to be enforceable ng gobyerno. And sinong nagdidesisyon? Yung gobyerno doon. Kasi nga sila yung hire. Ngayon, itong ICC, you have to locate them in our judicial system. As simple as that. Wag kayo ditong mag-argumento, ad-misericordia, papaano na ang 10,000 na namatay na EGK or whatever. No, that's not the question. The question is procedural. The question is constitutional. Nasaan ang ICC sa judicial system ng ating bansa according to our constitution? Sila kasi, balik sila sa Rome Statute. But that is not the question. No, baka masampal kayo ng mga law professor ninyo, yung mga law professor nakikinig sa akin. Tanungin ninyo mga sarili ninyo, where is the ICC in the judicial system of the country according to the Constitution? Kasi doon babagsak yan, Joey. Kaya itong si Duterte, hindi kasi sila nakikinig sa sinasabi ni Duterte. Di ba? Anong sinasabi ni Duterte? He can only be prosecuted by a Filipino prosecutor. Filipino judge, and jailed in
the Philippines.
Bakit? Ba't niya sinasabi yan? Basahin mo yung kanyang oath of allegiance nung siya'y presidente.
Yeah. Meron siyang oath of allegiance to defend and protect our Constitution. And that's what our Constitution says.
Diyan siya nakaano. Ang sinasabi ngayon nila is part of the law of the land, ang ICC Treaty. Correct. Pero, ano ang nasaan sa hierarchy of courts ng Pilipinas ang ICC? If indeed ang ICC is a court established by law, is it higher or lower than the Constitution? Lower or higher than the Supreme Court?
Supreme Court.
Sagutin nyo nga yan. So if it is higher than the Supreme Court, then the decision of the ICC should be appealable to the Supreme Court, correct? That's a fundamental question. Kaya nga, yung mga pro-ICC, sasagutin nyo yung tanong na yan. Nasaan ang ICC? Kasi nga, pinapahirapan nyo ang sarili ninyo Sampahan ninyo ng kaso si Duterte sa ating mga korte. Bakla, magdadalawang taon na. Ang naisampa nyo lang kaso kay Duterte ay yung alleged death threat. Laban kay Franz Castro. Nagigets ninyo. So mali. Kasi kahit ganito, no? Meron kasi tayong batas, no? Meron tayo kasing batas, punishing crimes against humanity, meron. Okay? I-pull it up, Joey. Papakita ko sa'yo.
Again.
Okay. Crimes against Humanity Law, Philippines.
At ano yan yung
2009. Philippine Act of
2009, Philippine Act on Crimes Against, yes, I have it already.
Okay. Ngayon, puntahan mo dyan ang article, chapter 7, section 17.
Ay, teka. I'm so sorry. Wait lang.
Okay. Puntahan nyo, yung mga nakikinig sa amin, hanapin nyo ang Republic Act 9851.
Ayan. Republic Act 9851. Ayan. So, ano, chapter?
Chapter 7. Jurisdiction.
Chapter 7. Okay. Chapter 7. Applicability of international law and other laws. Ito?
Chapter 7, Jurisdiction, Section 17. Diba? So,
Section 17, Jurisdiction. Ayan. The statute shall
sections. The state. Basahin
the state shall exercise jurisdiction over persons, whether military or civilian, suspected or accused of a crime defined and penalized in this act, regardless of where the crime is committed, provided one of the following conditions is met. The accused is a Filipino.
So, basahin mo yung in the interest of justice.
In the interest of justice, the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense with the investigation or prosecution of a crime punishable under this act. If another court or international tribunal is already conducting the investigation or undertaking the prosecution of such time, instead the authority.
Diyan lang. So, punta tayo sa statutory construction. Okay? So, the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense with. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Tagalogin mo.
Are they
required? Are they required or not?
Required what?
Are they required to surrender or not? Are they required not to investigate? Ibig sabihin,
may discretion
with the investigation or so discretion, ano na to, hindi
discretionary
sila required ng batas. Hindi sila required ng batas na itigil ang investigation or prosecution kung meron ng international. So, ngayon, Joey, ang tanong ko sa iyo, can this be arbitrarily exercised? Itong discretion na to.
What do you mean arbitrarily exercised?
Na pag sinabi ko na, ay hindi, iniimbestigahan na ng ICC, so hindi na namin iimbestigahan si Duterte. Pwede bang ganon?
No, because the first paragraph of this jurisdiction section says that it is mandatory to exercise jurisdiction. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-acquire ka na ng jurisdiction doon, you have to decide. Diba?
Hindi, ibig sabihin, ibig sabihin, shall exercise jurisdiction over person, whether it's military or civilian, suspected or accused. Ibig sabihin, whether you're suspected or accused, it is the state that shall exercise jurisdiction.
That shall exercise jurisdiction, correct.
Yun ang mandatory. Ang hindi mandatory ay yung hindi ka mag-i-investigate or magpo-prosecute dahil lamang may international court na ginagawa na yon. So, napakasimple. No?
So, ibig sabihin, hindi ka precluded to do an investigation, your own investigation or to ano. Because after all, the state,
ikaw ang
ikaw talaga ang may jurisdiction, ikaw talaga yung merong duty. Kasi shall is a must, no?
Yes.
You must exercise authority. No discretion there. Oo.
Walang discretion. So it is the state that shall exercise jurisdiction. Nagigets niyo? Itong paragraph na in the interest of justice, this is not mandatory. This is not mandatory. Ang mandatory is, it is the Republic of the Philippines that shall exercise jurisdiction.
Correct.
So ngayon, kaya
ito,
ko itong
just to parang lay down the proper context dito sa binabasa natin na batas. Itong batas na to is an act defining and penalizing crimes against international humanitarian law, genocide, and other crimes against humanity, organizing jurisdiction, designating special courts, and for related purposes. This law is also known as Philippine Act on Crimes Against International Humanitarian Law, Genocide, and Other Crimes Against Humanity.
Yes, exactly. So, required ang Republic of the Philippines by our own domestic law to exercise jurisdiction. Okay. Yung pag-dispense with, ibig sabihin ng dispense with, yung ayaw mo nang gawin. Ibig sabihin ng dispense with, yung ayaw mo nang gawin ng investigation or prosecution dahil lamang mayroon ng international tribunal. Okay? Hindi ito po pwede. Okay? Hindi ito yung mandatory na, oy, tigilan mo na wag mo nang gawin yung investigation or prosecution dahil may ginagawa na. This is discretionary, but you cannot exercise this discretion arbitrarily kasi nga required ang Estado na siya ang mag-exercise ng jurisdiction. You can only dispense with, pag tumaas to sa Korte Suprema, you can only dispense with the investigation or prosecution kung walang kapasidad ang Republic of the Philippines to exercise jurisdiction. At sino ang magde-decide, Joey, sino ang final lang magde-decide na body sa ating bansa on whether or not our courts has no capacity to exercise jurisdiction? Sino, according to our Constitution? Sino, final?
Na magde-decide na wala tayong
na walang kapasidad ang ating judicial system to exercise jurisdiction.
Who? The President? Sino ba?
Sino sa Constitution natin? Sino nasa Constitution natin? Is jurisdiction is determining capacity for jurisdiction an executive, judicial, or legislative function.
Sorry. It's the Supreme Court.
It's the judicial.
Diba?
Exactly.
The judicial department.
Exactly. So, can the Supreme Court say na magbabaw kami na wala siyang power to determine? No. Ibig sabihin, kaya nga this is an issue of transcendental importance because it is the Supreme Court that will be put in line. Kailan ka Supreme Court naging mas lower sa ICC? When did this happen? Nagets mo ba? So,
correct.
Kasi halimbawa, Joey, no? Sa normal proceedings ng ating mga korte, so nagsampa ng warrant of arrest sa'yo. Can you challenge the warrant of arrest na sinampa na inisyu sa'yo? Can you appeal it?
Warrant of arrest na inisyu ng who? Sino nag-issue?
Korte. Ng korte.
Korte. Oo, meron akong remedy dyan. Yes. Na-questionin yung
anong
warrant
remedy?
Of arrest na yun.
Saan siya kina-question? Inusuan ka ng warrant of arrest, saan mo siya pwedeng questionin?
Kung pwede siya, kung kunwari, sa pagkakaalala ko, no, pwede mo siya questionin administratively kung kunwari nasa fiscal level siya. Kung nasa fiscal level pa yung then I can question it through the DOJ. But there's also na at a point wherein it becomes a purely, kasi ang DOJ executive pa yan diba? When it becomes a purely court exercise, then pwede mo rin siyang questionin sa korte na mismo. So, yun. So, the point here is that you have remedies. If there's going to be, you're going to have remedies on that.
So, according to our judicial system, is the ICC lower or higher than the Supreme Court?
Saan mo siya ka-questionin, no? Saan mo siya ilalagay?
So ngayon, is the right to appeal a fundamental human right in the Philippines?
Yes, it is.
So pag ako,
Mm.
wala na akong chance mag-appeal sa Korte ng Pilipinas, is my right to appeal violated?
Yes, of course.
So kung ang decision ng ICC is I cannot appeal to the Supreme Court, paano nawala
That's
yung
gonna
karapatan
happen.
kong ganon?
Uh-uh.
Ito kasi hindi nagigets ng mga tao, no? They are lost in their fantasy land.
Yeah,
But the
actually,
fundamental
this is a
question
really good,
remains.
this is a really good exercise, no? Kasi, yung, naita-translate mo siya dun sa practical level ng discussion. Of course, a lot of people can be too legalistic about it, but sige, dalhin nga natin siya dun sa level ng dalhin nga natin siya dun sa level ng practicalidad. Paano siya mag-ooperate dun sa sistemang meron tayo? If you're going to insist that if you're going to base your argument that ICC can investigate here because after all it is a treaty and international treaty is part of the law of the land, you are on shaky grounds. There's no way for you to map it out din sa
Hindi, nakastuck kasi sila sa international treaty being part of the law of the land. But we have to go to the substantive effect of the treaty. What is the substantive effect of the ICC treaty, Joey? Matalino ka. What is the substantive effect of the ICC treaty?
Ang hirap na nito. Grabe, parang recitation.
Tutulungan kita. What did the ICC treaty establish?
That we are going to
No, what did it establish? What's the physical structure that it established?
That there is an international criminal court? Yun?
So a court.
A court, oo.
A court.
Oo.
In our constitution, ayan, babalik tayo dito. Ibig sabihin,
nawawala ka sa nagdagaano ka.
Hello.
Ayan.
So sa
sige.
So ibig sabihin, the ICC will have judicial power over the Philippine territory on certain crimes, correct?
On certain crimes.
Correct. Okay. Ngayon, nasaan sa constitution natin na it is allowed?
Yun nga the only way for it to be allowed is if you allow them. If you allow them. Oo.
And what is the process nga of delegating judicial power to a foreign body? Is there a constitutional kasi that would be tantamount to creating another government structure. Another government structure. And that would amount to amending the constitution.
Correct.
Can an international treaty amend the constitution?
No, of course not. You have specific ways of doing that, diba? You have a very, very stringent and specific process for you to amend our constitution. So,
kasi nga, the Supreme Court will be put on historical trial. I'm not just saying legal, but historical trial. Pag umabot na ito sa Supreme Court, itong question on whether ICC has judicial power over the Philippines on certain crimes in accordance with our constitution. Kasi that's gonna be the question. So the Supreme Court would have to decide. Yes, they have judicial power. Ngayon, the historical question is, does the Constitution allow the Supreme Court to delegate its judicial power somewhere else?
Okay. Ano tayo dyan? Punta tayo dyan sa point na yan. Now, a lot of political observer would say that kasi ganito, yung Supreme Court dun sa that decision decided by Justice Leone, they Justice Leonen actually made a statement in that decision na mag-exercise pa yung ICC ng jurisdiction over incident that would fall on certain dates, so and so.
Yes,
You know that,
yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, ngayon, you said a while ago, okay, nandun na tayo dun sa point na who is going to yield? If we are going to allow ICC, who's going to yield? So, the ones who's going to yield is the Supreme Court. Isn't that decision an indication that the Supreme Court is actually yielding? Kasi sinabi na nga raw ng Supreme Court na meron silang jurisdiction.
No, because, nagdaglag law school ka, di ba, Joey? Tungkol saan yung Supreme Court decision na yun? Tungkol saan yung Supreme Court decision na yun?
Whether the withdrawal of Duterte is valid or not. Right?
So, yung comment doon ni yung comment doon ni Leonen about jurisdiction, is that relevant to the resolution of whether Duterte, whether the withdrawal was, is it?
No, then, you know, in any case, the decision will cover only the issue raised by the petitioner.
Yes.
Okay, so yun yung tatandaan natin dyan.
Yes.
So,
yun ang ratio decidendi. The ratio decidendi is related to the issue being resolved. The issue being resolved is whether or not Duterte's withdrawal was parang abuse of personal presidential whatever or something like that. It has nothing to do on whether or not
Leonen ICC decision.
Ano siya, girl? Ano siya? GR number 238875.
GR number 238875. Okay. Tingnan natin kung paano sinulat ni Leonen. Kung hiniwalay ba niya yung
punta mo yung dulo. Hindi, punta mo yung dulo. Kasi nga, ratio decidendi is you move from the final decision and then trace how that decision was raised, di ba? So, ang ano niya is ultimately the exercise of discretion to withdraw from treaties and international agreements is susceptible to judicial review in cases attended by grave abuse of discretion.
Sa mga Supreme Court decision kasi, or kahit yung even the decision made by lower courts, courts would always summarize the issues that they have to resolve. So I think we should we should settle this once and for all. Sabi dito, for the court's resolution are the following issues. Okay? First, whether or not petitioners have sufficiently discharged their burden of showing that this case is justiciable. Subsumed in this issue is, okay, so yung first na question is whether or not petitioners have sufficiently discharged their burden of showing. Ito bang issue na to ay justiciable? Ibig sabihin ng justiciable, ito bang tanong na to is something that can be answered by the Supreme Court? Trabaho ba nilang sagutin? Itong tanong na to ay trabaho ba nilang sagutin? Yan, now this is very important, no? Because sometimes there are issues that petitioners would want Supreme Court to answer, but it is a political question. Political question is something that cannot be answered by the Supreme Court. So that's why when you hear whether or not an issue is justiciable, meaning it is a question that can be addressed by the court. If it is not justiciable, the court will not spend a minute talking about it. Okay? So, yung first na issue, whether or not petitioners have sufficiently discharged their burden of showing that this case is justiciable. So, ano ba to? Itong tanong nyo ba na to, ay kami ba talaga ang sasagot nito? So, to answer that, ito daw yung mga dapat sagutin. Whether or not the consolidated petition present an actual justiciable controversy. Whether or not the consolidated petition were timely filed. So, you have form, you have procedural, timely filed, whether or not the requisite to file the have the requisite standing, that's locus standing, whether or not, so these are actually very formal, no? Yung mga formal requisite, whether or not consolidated petition were filed in violation of the principle of hierarchy of courts, so procedural pa rin yan. Just raised by the consolidated petition pertains to political question. Yun yung ina-explain ko kanina. Kasi pag political question, hindi mag-spend ng time ang Supreme Court. Then lastly, whether or not petitioners resort to the procedural vehicle of petitioners for certiorari in mandato. So procedural. First issue na ni-resolve ni Leonen is very procedural. Okay, so okay na tayo dun sa first. Second issue, whether or not the Philippines withdrawal from the Rome Statute through the note verbale delivered to the Secretary General of the United Nations is valid, binding, and effectual. Yun yung second issue. So,
okay. So is the Supreme Court case about jurisdiction, handling over jurisdiction to the ICC? Is it? That's the bottom line question. Is it about handing over jurisdiction?
It's not.
No. It's not. No. And even then, ang sabi ni Leonen, according to the Rome Statute, may jurisdiction yung ICC. According to the Rome Statute, no? Whatever. Pero the bottom line, pag ni-raise ito sa Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has to be very, very careful on deciding on this. Because the number one issue is, where is the ICC in the judicial system of the Philippines according to the Constitution? Because you have to define that. Nagigets ninyo? Nagigets ninyo kasi nga, meron tayong batas. Meron tayong batas on punishing crimes against humanity. Okay? Crimes against humanity. Meron tayong batas. And then, ang sinabi doon, the state shall exercise jurisdiction. That's mandatory. Ang hindi mandatory is yung i-dispense mo or hindi mo gagawin yung investigation or prosecution, yung trabaho mo. May lang. Pero wala din dyan nakalagay paano mo ma-exercise yung discretion?
True.
Kaya nga mahabang usapin ito. Ibig sabihin, tatanungin dyan ng Supreme Court, bakit ikaw, Marcos, bakit mo hindi gagawin yung iyong responsibilidad to investigate and prosecute crimes against humanity issue against Duterte? What is your reason? At ibibigay mo to sa iba. Why? You have to justify that, no? Kasi nga, hindi porket may international treaty, ibig sabihin nun, automatic ang compliance. No! Because the international treaty has to be determined first whether it's constitutional. Bakit? Na-challenge na ba ang constitutionality ng Rome Statute? Diba? Nagigess ninyo? Hindi pa. Ako na nga nagsasabi sa inyo na mga pro-ICC kayo, kailangan nyo nang humanap. Kailangan nyo nang humanap. Kayong mga pro-ICC kayo, humanap kayo ng matibay na argumento sa tanong ko. Does the Constitution of the Philippines, does the Constitution of the Philippines give the ICC judicial power? Ano ba ang nakakapagbigay ng judicial power sa ating bansa? Dalawa lang yan, the Constitution and the law, established by law. Ngayon, kung yung international treaty ay sinasabi ninyo, gave judicial power to the ICC over the Philippines, anong klaseng judicial power yan? Is it lower or higher than the Supreme Court?
How are we going to locate it in our structure if that is going to be the legal ground, diba? How are you going to put it within the,
Kasi hindi nyo pwede sabihin because of humanity. No! You have to justify it using our Constitution. Sinasabi nila, hindi kasi anti-human rights. Mga bakla, hindi ako anti-human rights. Sinasabi ko na nga sa inyo na sampahan ninyo ng kaso si Duterte sa Pilipinas. Diba? Hindi na siya immune from lawsuits. what is stopping you from filing a case in the Philippines?
Wala kasas.
Hindi, yun na nga. What is stopping you from filing a case in the Philippines?
Ayaw
Kasi
lang
aabot
nila.
na ng Supreme Court. Aabot na ng Supreme Court. Actually nga,
It will become aabot na sa Supreme Court, and it's going to be very, very difficult to hurdle this fundamental question. So they do not want to.
Yes, the fundamental question pro ICC people would have to answer is, where does the Philippine Constitution give the ICC judicial power over the Philippines? And how? Pag sinabi ninyo, because international treaty become part of the law of the land, the next question is, what kind of courts can only be established by law according to our Constitution? Lower court. Can you establish a court higher than the Supreme Court just by treaty? Ikaw, Joey. Di ba ikaw, Joey,
if magkakaroon kasi ng conflict between international law and the local law, the local will always prevail. Kasi tayo yung sovereign.
Okay. Yes, exactly. So ang tanong ko ngayon sa iyo, Joey, is puntahan natin yung ginawa ng Ireland 2001.
Ayan, go.
Okay, puntahan mo yung website mismo, no? Sandali, ibibigay ko sa iyo yung website address. Okay. Sa iyong Facebook.
Okay. Sa Messenger.
Sandali lang.
Okay. Ayan.
Hanapin ko lang yun.
Napansin ko lang rin yung yung before, habang dina-download natin yung page. Rin ako dun sa, remember, yung bumabarda sa'yo na nagsasabi na yung difference ng obiter at saka ng ratio decidendi. And I find it really absurd because, I think any decent law student would know that the decision what is ratio decidendi? Alam to ng mga law student meron na kaming favorite na ponente at saka yung mga hindi namin favorite na ponente, ganyan. Kasi yung mga gustong ponente ng mga law student, yung mga malinaw mag-enumerate ng issues. Pagkatapos merong karampatan na mga kumbaga binabaga nila yung issue, pagkatapos ito yung sagot, ito yung resolution. Now, if you're going to look at the decision of Justice Leonen, naka-arrange ng bonggang-bong kasi may pagka-usi to si Justice Leonen Yung ang kanyang issues doon, in-enumerate niya. And so, lahat ng discussion pertaining dun sa issue na in-enumerate niya, yun po ang ratio decidendi. Any conversation, any topic that is discussed in that part, that is not part of the issues. Sorry. That is not part of the issues established by that decision. Those are obiter. Okay, balikan ko lang to ng very, very quick. Remember, nung nagkakaroon tayo ng discussion tungkol sa Marcos Magnanakaw, doon sa mga civil cases ng mga Marcoses, in which the Supreme Court was actually very, very opinionated kung magnanakaw yung Marcos o hindi. Kung saan, di ba, yung parang, di ba meron pa doon na, what was that, na parang, they have penchant for stealing or something like that, yung parang, ano yung word na yun na laging nire-reproduce. Oo, na, yun nga sa 152, sa kasong 152-154, sinabi na doon ng korte na ang mga Marcos ay magnanakaw. Di ba, the way we actually answered it is because it's not part of the ratio decidendi. That is a civil sequestration case. It did not decide on the culpability of the Marcoses in that case. So kahit 10 million sabihin ng korte doon sa desisyon na yon na magnanakaw ang mga Marcoses, is going to be an opinion of the court because it was not
Actually,
that specific decision is not
yeah.
for the purpose of determining culpability.
Yes, actually, ang kaya siya na subject sa forfeiture because the wealth is outside the SALN of the president and the
Of the
first
declared
lady.
SALN.
But it was never Yes, but it was never established that they actually stole that
The
from
money. In that case, correct.
Oo.
In that
Yes.
case.
Kung ako nga sinasabi ko sa kanila, well, that's true. Wala yan sa SALN nila.
Mm.
Pero it was never settled na ninakaw nila yan sa Kabanang Bayan. Those are
Correct.
two separate issue. Okay?
Correct.
Na you have wealth outside your SALN, yeah, you can forfeit that. But you cannot
Kaya
tell me
nga-
na ninakaw ko yun sa gobyerno.
Correct. Kaya nga ang argument nun is that the civil sequestration cases of the Marcoses then are cases that you cannot use to prove culpability because those are civil cases.
Obiter. Saka
Civil
obiter
cases
yun.
doesn't,
Saka
yes,
obiter yun.
civil cases doesn't talk about culpability. Okay? It doesn't talk about your criminal culpability. Ganon. So, hindi mo pa pwedeng gamitin yung mga civil sequestration cases as proof na nagnakaw sila. Okay?
Okay.
It's an obiter and it's not part of the issue in those cases. So, similar
Okay.
dito sa kasong to.
So RJ tuloy, nasanay na ako sa kanto. Joey, biological woman,
Oy,
puntahan mo
Mimi!
na yung puntahan mo na yung website na sinend ko sa'yo.
Andito na ako.
Nabuksan mo na yung website. Okay, so ano yung pinakita ko sa yung website?
International
title.
Criminal Court, referendum on the 23rd Amendment of the Constitution Bill 2001. Acceptance of the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court.
So, saang bansa to?
Saan nakalagay? Download report. Teka, wait.
Girl, andyan nakalagay, girl. Makikita mo kung anong bansa yan. So, pas girl, basahin mo sa ano bang bansa yan? Ano ba yung, saan ba yung ano yan? Yung the Electoral Commission. Commission ba yun? Sa taas, girl. Tingnan mo. Ireland.
Statutory Independent Electoral Commission. Ayan.
Okay. So, ito ay referendum ng Ireland noong 2001. Bakit sila mag-referendum? Para saan?
To acceptance of the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court.
Okay. So, bakit kailangan nilang mag-referendum? Read the third paragraph. So, 1, 2, 3. Third paragraph.
Okay. Ayan. By passing the referendum, the state was in a position to ratify the Rome Statute. The effect of ratification of the statute was that some element of sovereignty in criminal matters were transferred from the potential jurisdiction of the Irish courts to the International Criminal Court. On ratification, a person, for example, living in Ireland could be arrested here by proper legal procedure brought before the International Criminal Court in The Hague for war crimes. Ratification of the Rome Statute by Ireland required an amendment of the Constitution because it would otherwise be inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution with regard to sovereignty and also with regard to the trial of offenses.
Okay.
Klarong-klaro, no?
So malinaw sa kanila na ang jurisdiction ng International Criminal Court would mean na mababago ang kanilang constitution. So, kailangan nila ngayon magpasa ng amendment sa constitution nila. Correct? Okay. So, pareho ba ang issue natin with Ireland?
Yes, when it comes to jurisdiction, di ba? That
exactly.
They have to they understand that they have the process of ratification and accepting this jurisdiction in which our constitution also provides for such, 'di ba? Na kapag aamendahan mo yung constitution in order to give way dun sa judicial power ng ICC, you have to do that, 'di ba?
Kasi nga malinaw di ba? Ang parating binabato nila is the Rome Statute gives the ICC judicial power. Correct. But the problem is, does our Constitution give the ICC judicial power over the Philippines? Pag sinabi nung yes, because it is a court established by law, pupunta tayo. What kind of courts can only be established by law according to our Constitution? Lower courts. Is the ICC lower than the Supreme Court?
It has to be. If we're going to accept them as a body to accept, it has to be, di ba? So it should be a lower court. And now, if it's a lower court, di ba?
Lahat ng desisyon nun din nun should be appealable to our Supreme Court. Ngayon, kung ang desisyon ng ICC cannot be appealed to the Supreme Court of the Philippines, is it a lower or higher court than the Supreme Court?
If it cannot be appealed, then it's higher if you cannot appeal it to Supreme Court.
Is it allowed by our Constitution to have a court higher than the Supreme Court?
No, because there's only one.
Di ba sinabi ba ng Supreme Court na sinabi ba ng Supreme ng Constitution that laws can establish a court higher than the Supreme Court? No.
It cannot.
There's only one way. There's only one way to establish a court higher than the Supreme Court, and that is by amending the Constitution. So, yun lang yung mga pro-ICC, binibigyan ko na nga kayo ng heads up. You have to answer this. Kasi, if they submit a warrant of arrest to Duterte, that warrant of arrest would be challenged all the way to the Supreme Court in our country. Like any extradition. Kasi that would be an extradition request. That's an extradition request. Okay? Kahit sabihin nyo pang meron tayong responsibilidad, no. That responsibility has to conform to our Constitution. Pwede ba yun na magkaroon ng international treaty tapos hindi na i-evaluate whether it's constitutional or hindi? So ano yun? So the international treaty, hindi pa pwede. So the international treaty then is higher than our Constitution. Saan nangyari yan? Paano nangyari yan? No, it has to be evaluate the constitutionality of the international treaty and its effects have to be decided by the Supreme Court.
Correct.
Diba? So, actually, wag nyo kami daanin sa argumentong ad misericordiam ninyo na paano na ang mga victim ng war on drugs. Girl, hindi na presidente yung matanda. Hindi siya immune sa lawsuit. Sampahan ninyo ng kaso sa Pilipinas, ba't ayaw nyo sampahan?
Correct. Oo.
Diba?
The practical reason is yun nga, pag sinampahan nyo kasi ng kaso dito sa Pilipinas, it's going to open, floodgate of
kasi nga sa ICC, hindi mo na ma-appeal yun, girl. You can only appeal the ICC cases within the ICC itself. Is it compatible with our Constitution, that kind of system?
No. Of course not. Ayun.
Nagigets ninyo. So, ano sabi, pwede bang katigan ng Supreme Court ang warrant of arrest ni ICC? Yes, pero kailangan i-argue ng Supreme Court. Sinasabi ko na nga sa kanyo, kailangan i-argue ng Supreme Court na ang ICC ay nabigyan ng judicial power. Nabigyan ng judicial power. Nabigyan siya ng judicial power.
Oo, wala nang panghahawakan yung ICC na anchor as a valid court to exercise judicial power in the Philippines. Yun nga yung unconstitutional argument. You cannot place ICC and its judicial exercise of power within the judicial structure of the Philippines. Yun.
Yes. Yun ang kaya nga, this will be a transcendental question because it will put the Supreme Court on trial. Kasi, wala kasing ganito. Ang meron kasing tinatawag, Joey, na non-delegation doctrine.
Oo.
You cannot delegate the powers
What?
vested on you by the
Oo.
Constitution.
Oo.
So, pero applicable lang siya ngayon. Ang discussion lang yan ngayon kasi sa mga jurisprudence is the legislative powers. Can you delegate legislative powers? Yan pa lang. So ngayon, ang pupunta sa Supreme Court, can the Supreme Court delegate judicial power to a foreign body? Bakla, that's matinding historical question yan. Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, pakinggan nyo yung sinasabi ng matanda. He can only be prosecuted by a Filipino prosecutor, sentenced by a Filipino judge, jailed in a Philippine jail.
Oo. Ayan. In the Philippines, diba?
Yes. Wala ngang jurisdiction sa kanya ang ICC because the ICC is not within the judicial system of the Philippines. You have to have a good argument saying na, di ba nagigets mo ba, Joey? Nagigets mo ba, Joey, na if you say na ang ICC ay nasa judicial system ng bansa, anong klaseng korte siya? Is it a court lower than the Supreme Court or higher the Supreme Court or parallel than the Supreme Court? If it is a court lower than the Supreme Court, then all the decisions of the ICC should be appealable to the Supreme Court. If it is parallel to the Supreme Court, nasaan? Sa provision ng Constitution that you can establish a court parallel to the Supreme Court. If it's higher than the ganun lang kasimple yan eh. So the Supreme Court has to decide nasaan ang ICC sa hierarchy of courts ng Pilipinas.
Locate it for us. Diba?
Locate it.
Ayan.
Di ba yung sinasabi nila na hindi kasi meron tayong international obligation. Sandali lang, bago ka pumunta sa international obligation, doon mo muna tayo sa constitutional obligation.
Because that's a more fundamental question. Diba? That's a more fundamental question. Ayun.
Yeah. Pwede mo mong sabihin na hindi may international obligation tayo. Yeah, but that international obligation has to be compatible with the constitutional obligation. Otherwise, pwede ba gumawa ka ng mga treaty at sabihin natin hindi may international obligation tayo, o di itapon na natin yung constitution natin.
Tawag dito, paano to, Sas? Kasi ngayon sinasabi ni kasi itong yung constitutionality nung pag-exercise ng ICC ng jurisdiction dito sa Pilipinas. Of course, that can definitely be legally defended, di ba? And I think it's up to them to really answer and prove to us that it is constitutional. And this is a huge question. You know, as a political observer, very very interesting sa akin to kung paano nila sasagutin to. If in case kunwari mag-investigate, mag-exercise na si ICC dito ng whatever nang gusto niya, ganyan. The BBM administration, the PBBM administration said it will not cooperate. But it is allowing them that if they want to come over and investigate, they said, sige, okay lang, ganyan.
Now, kasi ano yan, girl,
when we have
delegation of judicial power to a foreign body.
While we can take care of the legal aspect of this ICC problem, the political aspect of that would be would also be a question that needs to be reflected on. Kasi kung kunwari, ngayon sinasabi hindi makikikooperate. Pero di ba, Sas, the fact that you allow them to come over, isn't that cooperation? Di ba?
Ulo-ulo.
Isn't that cooperation already? Kasi
ulo-ulo lang. Ulo-ulo lang naman, Joey. Ulo-ulo lang.
Ulo-ulo lang. Kasi tingnan mo bakit yung US, 'di ba? Yung US, wala kayong karapatang mag-investigate. Dito sa bansa namin, sa labas ng bansa namin, wala kayong karapatang mag-investigate. That's what the Americans said. 'Di ba? If you are going to investigate in US soil or outside the United States, may consequences 'yan, sabi ng Amerika, 'di ba?
Yeah.
In
Diba?
our
Kaya
case, ba't gano'n?
wala silang pakialam.
Mhm.
Kasi nga, nagpapabango sa international community. Pero the fundamental question is it constitutional to delegate judicial power to a foreign body? That's the fundamental question. Eh. Is it constitutional? If it's constitutional, argue its constitutionality. Hindi ka po pwede, the general, how can you establish a court that will be included in the judicial system of the Philippines by mere treaty?
Correct.
Paano yun? Kasi nga, you are creating a different structure of government on top of our current judicial department. And that is effectively amending the Constitution. Correct? Di ba yun ang sinabi ng Ireland? Kaya kailangan nila ng referendum. Kasi, yung ICC...
Sabi ng
basahin mo
Ireland, the effect of ratification of the statute, yung Rome Statute, was that some element of sovereignty in criminal matters were transferred from the potential jurisdiction of the Irish courts to the International Criminal Court.
So, exactly. That is our problem. We are it actually a fundamental question of sovereignty. Kasi itong mga umeepal-epal sa akin, no? Sabi nila sa akin na epal lang alam mo yung puro ad hominem. My question is very simple. Okay? Jurisdiction flows from sovereignty. You cannot exercise jurisdiction if you don't have sovereignty. So the question is, paano ngayon nagkaroon ng sovereignty ng jurisdiction sa Philippines? Kasi that will go back to the question, paano nagkaroon ng sovereignty yung ICC over the Philippines over certain crimes?
Over certain criminal matters, diba?
So ibig sabihin, pag sinabi mo na hindi kasi pumasok tayo sa treaty. So the next question is this transfer of sovereignty to the ICC on certain criminal matters constitutional? That's the eternal question, and it has not been resolved by Leonid. No? I'm so sorry. Kasi nga, actually, pag pinanood mo yung trial niya, itong mga law student na to epal. Tinanong ni Leonid yung petitioner, is there unwillingness or incapability among our courts? Wala. Sabi ng petitioner, wala. Sabi nga ni Leonid, magsumbong ka kung gusto mo, magsumbong ka, nandiyan palang korte, hindi naman pala incapable, hindi naman pala unwilling ang korte, ba't ayaw mo? So sinasabi ko sa inyo na ito naman mga tao, ano kayo ng Leonid, actually, tama yung sinabi ni Leonid dyan. No, tama yung sinabi niyo dun sa ruling na yan. Even dun sa ICC, according to the Rome Statute, meron silang jurisdiction. But the problem is, according to our Constitution, paano nagkaroon ng jurisdiction ang ICC? Because jurisdiction is a function of sovereignty. So kung nag-transfer ka ng jurisdiction, you transferred sovereignty. Is that does our Constitution allow for that? Joey, answer.
No, it doesn't.
Because, go back to the Constitution, na kanino ang sovereignty? Okay, go to Section 1, Article 2. Na kanino ang sovereignty?
Section 1, Article 2. Ayan. It is, the Philippines is a democratic and republican state. Sovereignty resides in the people.
Exactly.
People, all government authority emanates from them. So sovereignty resides in the people, and all government authority
emanates from them. So, ang ICC ngayon bilang korte will have government authority over the Philippines. Paano nangyari yan? Saan ito nanggaling? Meron bang provision sa ating constitution that a different structure of government in our country can be established by international treaty? Sagutin. Kaya nga ito si Duterte, kaya pakinggan niya yung sinasabi ni Duterte. He can only be prosecuted by a Filipino prosecutor.
Naglalag.
Hello? Oo, yung linya natin. Oh. Okay na.
Ayan, okay na.
Okay. So, babalik ka uli sa sinabi ni Duterte. Kaya nga, yung mga cryptic ni Duterte, binibigyan niya na kayo ng clue. He can only be prosecuted by a Filipino prosecutor, sentenced by a Filipino judge, and jailed in Philippines. So, in a Philippine jail. Why? Because his crime is committed in the territory of the Philippines. Nagigets ninyo? Sa kakita mo pupunta tayo dito sa Pogo. Ang China ba, di ba, illegal ang online gambling sa kanila. Ang China ba, pwedeng mag-exert, illegal ang gambling sa kanila all over the world. Pero ang China ba can exercise jurisdiction within Philippine territory as in pupunta sila dyan, mag-sentence, etc. Can it? No. Because the final arbiter ng jurisdiction sa Pilipinas ay the Supreme Court.
Tayo. Yes, oo.
Yeah. Bakit ngayon ayaw nilang isurrender itong mga pogo-pogo sa China? Ayaw nila i-surrender. Meron niyang issue last year. Kasi daw may mga humanitarian evidence. Kasi daw, yung deportation daw ng mga pogo workers sa China, merong mga humanitarian evidence. Kasi nga, prosecute sila dito. At grabe ang sentencing against gambling, online gambling. So ngayon,
ayaw i-deport ng Philippine government, ganon?
Yes, kasi nga daw, babasahin ko sa iyo Pogo deportation, Boeing.
Kasi they will be severely dealt with in China, ganon?
Kasi nga may humanitarian evidence. Di ba? Ayan September 2022, Justice Secretary Boying Rimulya warned of a possible humanitarian crisis if the Philippines will shut down illegal Philippine offshore. Kasi nga i-deport nga sila sa China. So ngayon itong mga Chinese citizen dito, ano ba to? Yung mga deportees daw, wala daw tayong kapasidad. Can you imagine wala tayong kapasidad. Sabi ni Rimulya, wala tayong kapasidad to house and feed the large number of Chinese deportees. Kasi ipapadeport po talaga itong mga to. Ayaw nga nila yung deport kasi nga daw, deportation of illegal workers back to China also became a challenge after Beijing imposed strict measures against illegal gambling workers. So that's the humanitarian. So can you imagine? Bakit na concern bigla sa mga Chinese na nasa Pogo? Di ba? Actually, hinihintay na nga lang ng China yun. Ayaw nga ng China na umuulo lang. Isagad nyo, i-deport yun.
Ibaon nyo! Di ba? Ibaon nyo!
Oo. Kasi 40,000 for China executing 40,000 committing illegal gambling ng gambling. It will not have any problem. Kayo lang naman dyan may problema sa konsensya na 40,000 execute. Magagawa mo 40,000 yung nag-commit ng crime.
Oo.
O di-execute 40,000.
So hindi mo pa hindi mo pa deport ng Pilipinas dahil it's gonna cause
Hindi, kasi nga, pwede pa yang ma-appeal sa Pilipinas. Because in the Philippines, kasi nga, signatory tayo. I-a-appeal pa yan ng mga, ng mga nandyan. Ano mo sasabihin nila? Kasi, meron kasing, na, hindi mo pwedeng i-deport yung isang tao where they would face cruel and inhuman emerald.
Yung kapag they're going to face a sure threat to life. 'Di ba parang ganon? 'Di ba?
Oo. And true enough, talaga meron threats. Like, I think that penalty ang illegal gambling sa China.
So mabibitay talaga yung mga Chinese.
So can you imagine bakit ayaw mo silang i-handle? Chinese citizens naman ito mga to. Actually, China na lang nag-iintay. Ba't ayaw nyo pang i-deport? Citizens naman namin yan. Gaganyan na lang ako.
Mapagmahal naman pala sa China eh. Diba?
Mapagmahal sa mga Chinese na pinapakinabangan nila.
Diba?
So,
mapagmahal naman
pala.